Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Grant with Hostage Situation. Just wanted to give you a quick track breakdown of our first single off the album Hostile Frequencies, titled Burn For You. So let's hop in. Starting off with the intro, we have this kind of flute-sounding intro with a pad. And I thought this was really cool. So if you look deep into this serum here, you might notice that it is just a Virtual Riot bass. Solid. But if you take it up a couple octaves and play it in a chord, you get this cool little flute sound. And then just a little bit of cleanup and reverb on it, you get a nice little intro synth. And then getting onto the verse, me and Devin actually sang all the vocals on this track. Pretty exciting. And I won't bore you with all of the numerous takes that it took and all of the post-processing. But I thought it was a cool little addition and kind of making it our own. Super fun.
Flame, you are the end game, baby, you're all I need. When the world stops turning, I still burn, no, I still burn for you. When my heart stops beating.
Cool. And then this song doesn't really have a traditional build-up, with like a bunch of drums and stuff like that. It's mostly just risers and opening up filters, little sweeps here and there. But it kind of brings it to this dead point, which is the pre-drop, where the only thing that's going on in the whole song is vocals and two stabs on a piano.
Bleed for you. When the world stops turning, I still burn, no, I still burn for you.
And then starting the drop, we have a little bit of a late drop with these huge chord stacks. If I open these on up, we have the top stack here. A lot of movement in there. And then we have this mid bass. And then a little bit of top sizzle for our sub bass. Fun. And then kind of tying it all together with those chords, we have this ARP kind of playing in the background. And then the sub itself. So something that's really cool is all those elements by themselves don't necessarily sound the greatest. But when you put them all together, every sound has its home, and it comes together to this like huge wall of sound that happens.
I still burn for you.
So this drop we had way too much fun with. The drums, pretty basic dubstep drums. But the guns here, like the main womp, I guess. Got that from our buddy Fracture. Shout out to him. And switched the patch around a little bit. Did a little bit of post, just weird effect stuff. And then adding this little sizzle mid-range patch was really the cherry on top. So without it, it's still a good sound. But then we add this little sizzle to kind of carry through when it's doing the quarter notes and the volume goes down. it kind of just carries this sound through a little bit more. And that one's super easy. I think the patch is literally just, yep, it's just a saw wave, and that's it. Just a little bit of amp and erosion, giving it some grit and distortion. And then we have these chugs that are kind of driving the rhythm a bit more. So this B section right here is super interesting. We have a cheeky little snare switch. So all of the drums so far have just been these. And then during this little B section, we added this ominous clap. And it kind of just makes it more like trashy and grungy and just had a really cool feel to it. For the sound design, right here we got our top end sizzle mid bass. So it's very simple. It's just a saw wave, and I'll go to the effects section. That's it. But what really comes after in the post is this amp and erosion. Gives it this kind of grit. So it doesn't really sound like much on its own, but when you layer it with the actual sub, it gives this nice little kind of sizzle on top. And then the main synth that's going on right in this section is pretty simple as well. So it's just 2 sine waves and distortion, a little bit of compression, and that's it. The real sauce of how this comes in is on its own without any post. It still sounds fine. But when you add in all this post of just kind of cleaning it up, adding a little bit more white noise and doing some shaping on the sound itself, it gives this like kind of choked, like cut off type vibe. And we thought that just sounded really cool. Go! Bring it on back! Come on! All right, so bringing it to the second drop, we kind of just made a Super Saiyan version of the first drop where the layout is more or less the same, and we just took all the sounds from the first and dialed them up a little bit. Come on! So that's the track breakdown for Burn For You off of our new album, Hostile Frequencies. We're going to be doing a couple more of these, so stay tuned. Peace out.